Meri's secret plot exposed. Did she set up a conspiracy to take down Robyn? In the ever-unraveling drama of sister wives, few alliances have been more unstable or more suspicious than the one between Meri Brown and Robyn Brown. Once seen as sister wives bound by faith and family, a growing number of fans are asking a burning question. Did Meri secretly plot to take Robyn down? It sounds like a twist straight out of a soap opera, but as recent events unfold both on screen and behind the scenes, the theory is gaining traction. And what started as subtle shade and cryptic quotes has exploded into a full-blown conspiracy theory. Meri may have quietly orchestrated a push to expose Robyn, not just to the family, but to the world. Let's break down the evidence. The frost between Meri and Robyn, a hidden rivalry. For years, viewers assumed that if anyone in the Brown family got along, it was Meri and Robyn. After all, it was Meri who introduced Robyn to Kody back in 2010. She was the one who encouraged their courtship, even supported the legal divorce from Kody, so he could marry Robyn and adopt her kids. But lately, things have changed drastically. Over the past few seasons, Meri has grown increasingly distant, both from Kody and the rest of the family. Her cryptic Instagram posts, solo retreats, and vague motivational quotes suggest someone who's harboring resentment and maybe plotting a comeback. Meanwhile, Robyn has cemented her place as Kody's legal wife, emotional confidant, and, some fans believe, his only remaining romantic partner. So is Meri just hurt, or is she scheming in silence? The conspiracy theory emerges. Clues from the tell-all. It all seemed to kick off after the Season 18 tell-all, when a bombshell moment sent fans into a frenzy. During a segment about trust and betrayal, Meri was asked how she felt about her role in bringing Robyn into the family. Her response was chilling. You think you're building something lasting, and then one day you look around and realize you were just helping build your own replacement. Boom. Viewers were stunned. Was that bitterness, regret, or the sound of a woman about to strike back? According to sources close to production, Meri's tone on set that day was cold, controlled, and calculating. One crew member reportedly said, "She didn't yell. She didn't cry. She smiled, and it was scarier than either." That moment was the first sign to many that something deeper was brewing. And now, multiple off-camera reports hint that Meri may have taken things a step further. Meri's friends speak out, and they're not holding back. In a recent podcast episode from Polygamy Unfiltered, a fan-favorite deep-dive show, a guest claiming to be a close friend of Meri's made some wild accusations. She's done being the victim, the guest said. Meri's taking her power back, and Robyn, she's the first one on her list. The friend went on to claim that Meri had collected receipts over the years, texts, voicemails, even financial discrepancies. The alleged goal? To prove that Robyn manipulated Kody, isolated him from the other wives, and used the legal marriage to gain control of family decisions. Meri always knew Robyn wasn't as innocent as she looked, the source said. She just stayed quiet, until now. And then came the kicker. The friend suggested Meri may have leaked certain behind-the-scenes details to producers, encouraging them to show Robyn in a less flattering light. Kody's shift. Coincidence or conspiracy? Interestingly, as this drama unfolds, Kody has shown signs of frustration with Robyn, something fans haven't seen in years. In a recent episode, he snapped at her about finances, blaming her for the family's strained budget after their Flagstaff move. "This isn't just about you and me anymore," he barked. The internet lit up. Kody turning on Robyn. Some fans think it's Meri's influence at work. After all, if Meri has been feeding information or nudging conversations in a certain direction, even subtly, could it explain why Kody suddenly seems less enchanted with his so-called had any involvement in encouraging Christine and Janelle to step away from the family? As some viewers suspect, it could be part of a long-term strategy. Isolate Robyn the way Robyn allegedly isolated her. Robyn's response: I feel like I'm being attacked. As the heat rises, Robyn hasn't stayed entirely silent. In a recent confessional, tears welled up in her eyes as she said, I feel like I'm being attacked from all sides, and I don't understand why. I never asked for this position. I just wanted to be part of the family. But to many fans, the damage has already been done. Some believe Robyn did become a wedge between Kody and his other wives, even if unintentionally. Whether she asked for the position or not, she benefited from it. And now, if Meri is staging a takedown, it might be karmic justice in the eyes of longtime viewers. Fan reaction: Team Meri or Team Robyn? The fandom is split and vocal. On one side, Team Meri supporters argue that she was used, discarded, and now has every right to fight back. Meri brought Robyn in, then got erased. If she's playing the long game, I'm here for it, one user tweeted. On the other side, Robyn loyalists believe Meri is bitter and vengeful, trying to take down the only wife who stood by Kody. Just because your relationship with Kody failed doesn't mean Robyn's to blame, another fan posted on Reddit. Regardless of where you stand, one thing is clear: the battle lines have been drawn. Where do we go from here? With season 19 already in production, insiders say the drama is far from over. Producers are reportedly leaning into the Meri-Robyn tension, and viewers may soon see even more explosive moments between the two former allies. Some rumors even suggest that Meri has been in talks about a spin-off, focusing on her personal growth, healing, and setting the record straight. Could that be part of the plan to reclaim her narrative while dragging Robyn down? Time will tell. Final thoughts: revenge, redemption, or reality TV? Whether you believe Meri is orchestrating a master-level revenge plot or simply reclaiming her power after years of silence, there's no denying this. The Brown family's story is no longer just about plural marriage. It's about survival, strategy, and shifting alliances. Is Meri playing the long game? Is Robyn finally being held accountable? Or is this all just reality TV at its most dramatic? Whatever the answer, fans are hooked, and Meri's silence may have been the most powerful weapon of all. Stay tuned. The next chapter could be the most tears as Meri's friends unleash explosive claims. Kody finally takes a side. This fictional piece imagines the unfolding tension between Robyn and Meri's camp with emotional weight and narrative intrigue. Perfect for entertainment blogs or fan speculation. The article is kept within 1,500 words. A storm hits the Browns, again, in what could only be described as the most explosive fallout Sister Wives has ever seen. Robyn Brown found herself at the center of a storm of shocking allegations. And for the first time in years, Kody Brown didn't jump to her defense. Instead, he made a choice that left fans speechless. He finally took a side, and it wasn't Robyn's. The emotional chaos started when longtime friends of Meri Brown, the family's original matriarch, went public with a string of claims that shattered the carefully crafted image surrounding Robyn. What followed was a whirlwind of on-camera tears, off-camera fallout, and a family divide so deep that it may never fully heal. The Spark, a podcast that set everything on fire. It began with a quiet drop, a new episode of Voices Beyond Polygamy, a popular podcast hosted by former plural wives and insiders. The guests: two women who have been close friends of Meri for over a decade. What started as an interview about Meri's healing journey quickly spiraled into something much more volatile. "Robyn's not innocent," one friend said. "She played the long game, manipulated the narrative, made herself the victim every time." The podcast hosts, stunned, leaned in. The guests continued, claiming Robyn had intentionally isolated Kody from Meri, Janelle, and Christine, creating an emotional echo chamber where only her voice mattered. We watched Meri try, but she was frozen out. Kody didn't just drift from her, he was pushed. Robyn's emotional breakdown caught on camera. Just days after the podcast aired, TLC cameras captured Robyn in tears during a tense family meeting. "I don't understand why I'm being blamed for everything," she sobbed, her voice cracking. "I've never said a bad word about Meri. I've tried to keep this family together." But Meri, sitting across from her with folded arms and an unreadable expression, didn't offer comfort. Neither did Janelle, who remained cold and silent. Christine didn't even show up. It was Kody's reaction that shocked viewers the most. For once, he didn't rush to defend Robyn. He didn't wrap an arm around her. He didn't blame the other wives. Instead, he leaned forward and said, "I think we all need to take a hard look at how we've contributed to this family falling apart, including you, Robyn." Gasps, silence. Then a cut to Robyn's tear-streaked face as she whispered, "Are you blaming me?" Kody takes a side. And it's not Robyn's for years. Fans have criticized Kody for what they call blatant favoritism toward Robyn. From spending holidays exclusively with her to defending her every tear and tantrum, he's made it clear she was his number one. But this time, something was different. Behind the scenes, sources say Kody had already begun to feel overwhelmed by Robyn's constant emotional demands and her refusal to acknowledge her role in the family drama. One insider claimed, "He's starting to realize she's part of the reason his other marriages fell apart. Maybe not all of it, but more than he was willing to admit before." Apparently, the podcast lit a fire under him. The public nature of the claims, and the fact that they came from Meri's friends, not Meri herself, gave the accusations credibility in Kody's eyes. These women had nothing to gain, the source continued. They weren't trying to be famous. They were just tired of watching Meri get dragged. Robyn retreats, "I don't feel safe anymore." Following the explosive episode, Robyn reportedly refused to film for several days. In a private conversation captured by TLC producers, she confided in Kody, "I don't feel safe in this family anymore. Everyone's turned on me." To which Kody, visibly exhausted, replied, "Robyn, I don't think this is about safety. I think this is about accountability." It was the closest thing to a confrontation the couple had ever had on camera. For the first time, Robyn's tears didn't buy her immunity. And Kody's patience seemed to be wearing thin. Meri's quiet power move. While Robyn was breaking down, Meri was rising up, and doing so with a calm, almost publicly acknowledged the podcast. She didn't gloat, didn't attack, didn't even post a cryptic Instagram quote, for once. Instead, she kept doing what she's been doing for months, focusing on her own healing. Fans took notice. Meri didn't say a word, but her silence said "EVRIHIGANG." One Reddit user commented, "She didn't need to fight back. The truth came out on its own." Others speculated that Meri allowed her friends to speak up for her, not as revenge, but as release. A controlled burn rather than an explosion. The fans react, sympathy for Robyn wanes. For years, Robyn's tearful confessionals earned her sympathy from a portion of the audience. But now sentiment seems to be shifting. "I used to feel sorry for Robyn," one fan tweeted. "But now it feels like she weaponizes her emotions. Every time she's called out, she cries instead of owning it. Another added, Meri took years of emotional exile. Now she's standing in her truth, and Robyn's falling apart under the pressure. The tide, it seems, has turned. Kody's next move. Rebuilding, without Robyn. So where does this leave the Browns? According to insiders, Kody has started reconnecting with some of his adult children, including Gabe and Garrison, with whom he had a major falling out. He's reportedly been meeting with them one-on-one, trying to rebuild trust. He's also spending more time with Janelle and Christine's grandkids, even attending a family barbecue where, shockingly, Robyn was not invited. Could this be the start of a new chapter for Kody? One where Robyn is no longer calling the emotional shots? Or is it too little, too late? Final thoughts, truth, tears, and the breaking point. In a family that once prided itself on unity, faith, and resilience, the unraveling has been painful to watch, but impossible to look away from. Meri's silent strength. Robyn's emotional unraveling. Kody's long overdue awakening. All the ingredients of a reality TV saga, and possibly a family tragedy. But maybe, just maybe, this chaos is what needed to happen for truth to finally surface. As one fan perfectly put it, this isn't the end of the Brown family, it's the end of the illusion.